podcast, latest episode. How's everybody doing? It's been a nice week. I've been to the beach, which was nice. Bit of sun, bit of sand, bit of sea, bit of socialising. Had some sausages, couple sandwiches. Today, it's done a complete U-turn and it is snowing hard. So I finished work at 9 a.m, which was good. Just did a quick bit in the morning. And then I was actually getting stranded where I was, so called it off. Come home, done a few jobs. Thought I'd jump on. The last episode, Tales from the Wank Bank, did some good numbers actually. Very well received, so a big shout out to all you people who listened to that one. If anyone's new, hello. Maybe go back a few episodes. This one's going to be not the usual vibe, but we're going to go on another musical journey. So we've already had a little glimpse into what was potentially the next greatest rap star that the UK has produced, but sadly it wasn't so. I sort of did that rap thing for a while, and obviously it didn't work out for reasons I don't need to go into. We all heard it. After that, I was kind of a bit embarrassed about doing it, whatever. I tried to sort of go in a bit of a different direction, but still a sort of solo endeavour. I was in a band at the time, I think, just sort of jamming, whatever, but I wanted something I could just do by myself when I wanted. I didn't need to organise it, and it was what I wanted to do. I didn't have to listen to anyone else's input. So I managed to get myself a MIDI keyboard. For those of you who don't know what a MIDI keyboard is, it's just like your standard keyboard, but you connect it via a MIDI cable into your computer. And when you're in the various production software programs, I used to use one, pretty much exclusively one, it was called Reason. I think I had version 8 maybe at the time. Wasn't the newest one, and it was a pirate copy as well. Because man rocks the bare bones. Yeah? So I had the MIDI keyboard. Can't play piano, but what you can do with a MIDI keyboard is you get a list on these programs of different, string instruments, violins, cellos, violas, whatever, string sections, whole sections. Then you get your horns, brass, woodwind, pianos, keyboards, drums, and you can allocate the keyboard to every single sound. So you've got an unlimited bank, basically, of sounds, which you can then individually tweak to sound how you want them to sound, mix two together, whatever you want. So it's pretty limitless. I'm not sure how old I was at this stage. I think I would have been maybe 19. I think I was finished school. I think I was coming to the end of, or maybe I'd finished my year at art school, and I was trying to get an apprenticeship at the time. Couldn't get one for love nor money, and I was working night shift at B&Q, which is basically sort of like Home Depot, Mitre 10, Bunnings, warehouse, sort of trade warehouse, hardware shop. I used to do the night shift forklift drivers. Used to do the deliveries and cart it all off the trucks, put it away. That was me. I was going to carpentry college during the daytime because I couldn't get an apprenticeship. I could do my first year of the NVQ, the written side of it, all just the general knowledge, health and safety, that sort of thing. So I'd go to college from 8 till 5, get home about 6:30, dinner, shower, it'd be sort of 8:30, 9, out the door I must be out the door at 9:30, started work at 10, then I used to work through till 4, I think it was, 10, 11, 12, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, home, few hours sleep, up at 7, off to college. That was me. I was basically a zombie for a year. But I didn't have anything to do the weekends, and I think I had Wednesdays off work, or off college. Wednesdays off college, sorry. So I had a day free. So what I used to do is I used to get home and whack the headphones on, and that was me. I used to just play, and I sort of taught myself to play the keyboard, or the piano if you want, and I used to just make tunes through the night and then go to sleep. It was the only time I really had. So at this time, you got to, I'm 33 now, so we're going back 20 years nearly. No, we're not, sorry. My math skills are amazing. 10 years, sorry. I was sort of 19, 20-ish. So we're talking, somewhere in the region of 10, 12, 14 years ago. I'm not 100% sure when. 19, not long finished school, didn't really know much. And I wasn't the cool, calm, collected Casanova that I am today, right? Yeah? Hard to believe I wasn't always this cool, I know. I don't know. You enter in that world then of, dating for the first time, talking to girls for the first time. I was really bad at it, really shy. I didn't drink even then, which was like the main thing people did at that time, which made things a little bit awkward, Plus, I was also having like an existential crisis where I was trying to figure out where I belong in the universe and why we're even here. Because it's all meaningless and we all die and the universe is too big and blah, 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 blah. So the brain was a bit frazzled at this time, as I'm sure it was for a lot of people around that age. So the music kind of reflects that. You can tell when I was doing the rap stuff at school, everything was fine, everything was cool. A few years later, grew up a bit, realised how actually insignificant everything is, which incidentally is now, I've realised, amazing. Nothing does mean anything. You're only here for a short time. You're lucky that you're even here. The chances of you being here, we've been through sort of chaos theory and whatever. It's pretty mad, so it's actually a good thing. But at the time I was like, well, what's the point in even being alive? You're only going to die anyway. So the music reflects that a bit. It's all a little bit sad sounding. A little quick glimpse into what it's all going to be. So it's mainly, I had this sound I really wanted to achieve of really like melodic, flowing strings, piano, quite like slow, long notes, and then to counteract that, really short, sharp, glitchy electronic drums, really like odd sounds. What I'd do is I'd take a drum snare sound or a kick drum sound and I'd shorten it, so it's really punchy, really snappy, and the beats they're not really very flowing, they're quite choppy, and the sort of contrast to the two I really like the sound of. So that was where I was going. A lot of the songs sound quite similar, but they're all experiments. I think it's maybe one that's finished, two maybe. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit. There's no lyrics. I didn't think it needed lyrics, and even now when I listen back to it, I know what I was trying to say, and I feel like I can hear myself saying it with the music. I know that sounds really gay, but that's just how it was. It was like my main man Ronan Keating. You say it best when you say nothing at all. And I think we can all agree that impression never needs to happen again. So let's not hang about. Let's get into the first tune. This one's unnamed. Let's have a quick listen to it here. There we go. Start off with some nice piano chords. Some sort of bit of digital sound going on in the background. And then I'll probably bring in the beat here. Ooh, that's some deep bass. If you're listening with headphones, you'll hear them hi-hats panned left to right. It's a bit trippy actually. Oh, I like that little snare roll, that's nice. Comes the strings. It's proper emotional, you know. I mean, generally they're kind of just build and build and build. Every sort of 4 bars or 8 bars, something new comes in. Piece. Hi-hats coming in. And that was it. That was as far as that one ever got. As I say, a lot of them aren't finished. They sort of built to a point, and then I never knew where to go with it from there. But that's the vibe anyway. That's probably the slowest one. I'll just try and get this next one. I had a little listen to these the other day, but I'm still not 100% sure. I think this was the next one I made. This one actually I got my friend round to play a couple little guitar licks. So big shouts to Ben Ashman. He came round. This song was just, I don't know, it's just saved as attic sessions because it was all just recorded in my bedroom up in the attic. Again, coming with the mystical digitals. These tunes so loud in my headphones. I recommend headphones. If you ain't already got headphones in, get some decent headphones in. Some nice little digital sounds coming in. So much delay on the guitar, I love that. Down, down. analysing these tunes like they're not even mine. Oh, like that was the laser sound from the last episode. So it's just building still. Oh, it goes to a break. In fact, that noise in the background, I used that again. It's building into the second part of this bit. I really like this bit, man. Real nice riff. Good work, Benjamin. Okay, bit of an abrupt end though. Bit weak on the ending. But yeah, you see the vibe. You can imagine me in my room, just little lonely me, lonely old me, just sat there. In fact, on this page where I store these online, it's like a music sharing forum. My tagline was one boy, one bedroom, one computer, no friends. And you can't get much more emo than that, guys. But I obviously was a little bit like that. When I listen back to these tunes now, though, I love them. I was making the music I really wanted to hear, and I can really remember, like, headphones on, in the dark, keyboard, just really, like, feeling it, really going for it. I had a great time. And when I was listening back to these the other day, I was just like, man, I got to start doing this more. I really used to enjoy it. Real, like, good expression. Then later on, we'll get to the episode when I started being in death metal bands and started screaming my eyeballs out. But at this time, this was it. I'd just sit around, write my diary, make this sort of music. I'd just be a general loser, but a cool one who makes cool music. So, anyway, next tune. Let's have a little listen to the next one. This one, I really remember wanting to use a sample of something cool. And I took the recording from the moon landing. That's what you can hear there. I went a bit mad with the glitchy beat on this one. I think I went a bit far. But I remember recording the keyboard solo for this at the end about 50 times and just loving it. the break. Hear the sound there. I sampled, well, got a hold of a sample of some waves, the ocean. And this is where it was obviously going to build up to some big epic ending that I never actually made, so it just fades out. But not a bad tune, that one. I quite like the piano work in that one. That was probably at the height of my piano playing skills, and I can't play the piano, so it was all just by ear what sounded good. I mean, I know what keys are what, I can work it out, kind of figure it out roughly, but sometimes I'd sort of play a bit on the left hand on the lower end that I thought sounded quite cool, loop that and then record a right hand part over it, because I sometimes couldn't play it all at the same time, so it was a little bit cheating really, but the tune turned out the same either way, I suppose. We'll just go straight into the next one. They sound kind of similar. This one was actually about a girl I went on a date with. Get it going here. I quite liked her, and she said I wasn't spontaneous enough or whatever. I was a bit boring. I remember I drove to her house, which was ages, I'm talking ages away, an hour away. And this is back in England where 20 minutes is too far. But I thought, I'll come see you now. She went, you won't, and I did, and I got there, and then the next day she sort of broke up with me, so that's what this tune's about. But I quite like the end of this tune. It's got a real nice sound. That same digital sound in the background, I never realised how much I used that, but I seem to use it in almost every song, I think. I like the keyboard was touch sensitive, so you could press real gently and get a nice soft note. I remember experimenting with the sort of dynamics of it, get a bit more feel. Oh, then we go drums doubled up, a bit more upbeat. Another heavy bass line as well. Digital sounds there in the background. Here comes the bit I like. Ooh. Little claps in there as well, nice. This one. It's building epic. Did I finish it though? No, I didn't. Classic me. Yeah, always got to that point, never knew where to go. But we're moving now into the final couple tunes. I made hundreds of these, but they were just little 10-second clips that I was like, that's cool. Never really, I don't know, man, just enjoyed piecing the sounds together. Oh, that sound will sound nice over this, maybe a little high-pitched thing, and then balance it out with a nice deep bass line. But I really liked that one. with the sample at the beginning of the moon landing. I thought that was really cool. And then I thought I want to sort of speed things up a bit maybe, and go a little bit darker. I quite like that sound. And I don't know what this sound is. It's almost like bells and a xylophone, or I can't remember how I made it, but this next tune is my second favourite, and we'll end with my favourite. It's the only song I ever finished. But this one is called You Never Said It Would Feel This Way. Again, man, them just got a message. Yes. Everyone's going nuts downstairs because we've had the snow day. Everyone's got a bit boozed up, and they want to know, do I want to get into the spa pool? But I've looked out the window, I've seen the chaos, I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to get in. So yeah, this one's called You Never Said It Would Feel This Way. Again, emo title, sure, let's overlook that. They've all had names, actually. I don't think I've read them out. We had the Attic Sessions. There was one that was called Talk the Day Away. That last one about the girl was called Thought I Needed You, which is like there's a secret subtext with some of the letters in there. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it ain't none of your business, yeah? But this one, we'll load it up, get it rolling. It starts with another sample. This one is of George W. Talking about, I think he's doing a speech. I'm not sure where it's from, but he's basically talking about 9/11. And the very last line, he says, these acts of terror are trying to lead us into fear or something. Then he goes, but they have failed, and then the tune drops to what I think is maybe one of the coolest things I've ever made. Ooh. Love that feel. Double snare hi-hat. Oh! Glitched on that one too. I'm really getting in the vibe now. We're half an hour in almost. Second melody comes in. Just remember myself like bopping along to this at my desk, 4 o'clock in the morning, tapping out the beat, and my mum just being like, stop banging, I'm sleeping. Oh, do you know what? I didn't want to stop the tune too much because it's messing up the flow, but I just loved that fill I did there, all the claps. Let's just go from there again. That was nice. And we bring in the guitar. Beat drops back to the bare basics. It ends with what I like to think is a great little drum pattern fill. And that's it, just ends like that again. Oh man, I just never finished any of these. It's too late now as well, that computer's long gone. I don't even have a laptop anymore, let alone one with that program and a MIDI keyboard, but one day we'll get back there, I'm sure. But that tune, man, even when I hear that now, I'm back there, I'm back at the desk, in the old bedroom, in the attic, 4, 5 in the morning, just really loving it. I was really enjoying it, and I'm really enjoying listening back to these two. I can still sort of takes you back to the moment, you know, and you're like, yeah, it's funny being back there. See, this podcast, man, this one could have been an hour long with these songs. I've only got six songs I can get my hands on. Some of them pretty average, just experiments, whatever. But these last two have been two things I'm quite proud that I made them. I really like them. But the stories that go with them are almost irrelevant, because I want people to appreciate the song for what it is without knowing about it. I like there's no lyrics to give it away. I think it almost says more without actually saying anything. Again, I'm almost quoting Ronan Keating again. I've got to be honest, he's a bit of a role model of mine, a little bit, old Ronan. So it sort of just blasted through them, just to let you hear that's what I was up to at that time. It's there's still a lot of bands now, like Appleseed Cast, Limbic System. Love Limbic System. If you're into that sort of sound, there's heaps of bands out there doing that sort of thing. Well worth a listen. Album Leaf, that sort of thing. They sort of mix it up. Okay, we'll go for the last tune. This one is another one. My friend Joe Whalen did a guitar riff for me. Great guitar riff as well, really nice. I'm not sure if he ever heard this final version. I'm gonna have to get in touch with him and tell him to check this out. But thanks for the riff, Joe. Also, the rest of the song, I really like it. I think I've got a good balance going on. Let me just load it in here. Upload the selector. So, right, here we go. Starts with the riff and a couple little bits. Love that. It's like ringing out and then cut. Let the notes ring out. Cut. Maybe the bass is a bit too heavy. Two new instruments coming in. Start to hear the open hi-hats gradually creeping in. Oh, and another instrument in there. Fairground vibes. Yes, sir. Just let that noise ring out there a little bit long at the end. That's, man, you know, forgive me for being so up myself, but that is a banger. I feel like for the length of it though, there's a like that last bit where it's sort of all kicking off could definitely have been double the length that it was. But you know, you live and you learn. But yeah, that's the sort of bulk of it. Anyway, there's a lot more out there, but that's just a nice little seleckie. Let you like dip your toe into the musical world. Other musical news. Danger Wank have just had the preliminary mixes back for a couple of the tunes. They're sounding good. They should hopefully be coming into your eardrums soon. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. And one of these days I'm going to tell everyone where I store this music in case anyone wants to listen again. Unlikely, yes, but nevertheless. But for now, it's staying on here. Thanks for listening. Remember to tell your friends, repost, reshare. And yeah. Sayonara.